Hi Stamping friends, I'm Karina with karinascreations.com and I'm going to show you how to make this really fun card. You can see the beautiful colors that we have on these, on the leaves, and you can see some embossed gold as well. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but it's there and it looks very, very beautiful. So we are working with the Light-Hearted Leaf stamp set today, and I have already pre-stamped the images with the archival black ink on Whisper White paper, and I've cut them out using the leaflet framelit die. And this is the fun part. So then you need to take some colors of ink. I use 4 colors. I'm going to start with my lightest color first, and I'm going to stamp them on. This is actually a page protector that I found that my kids just had laying around, and I thought this is perfect. You could use wax paper as well. And I'm just going to stamp the ink onto the plastic sheet. And I'll put that away. And then I'm also using, so that was Crushed Curry. This is, what color am I using? Tangerine Tango. And it doesn't really matter what color you're using, just pick some colors that you like. Then I'm using Old Olive. I have to get down to kind of see. I want them close together, but I don't want them actually touching, so I get ink contamination on my pads. And then this last color, so that was Old Olive, and this is Blackberry Bliss. Oh, it looks so pretty just like that. Okay, and then I've taken just a bottle I found at the dollar store. You can use a Stampin' Mist bottle if it's empty. And I just put water in it. And I'm just spritzing it all over because I want the colors to bleed together. And then I'm just blending them a bit, not too much. I don't want my leaves to look like mud. And then all I'm doing is taking my leaf image and just dropping it down, giving it a little press. You can use tweezers if you want. Look how pretty that is. It's going to dry a lot lighter and it looks really pretty when it's done. And I find all my leaves have turned out a little bit differently depending on where I've placed it on my plastic sheet. You can see this one's more orange and yellow and I missed a spot, so let's get some green on there. And let's get some purple on the edge. More purple on the edge. There we go. And then we'll take this little guy. Oh, this one's going to be really purple. Oh yeah, let's get some orange, maybe some yellow. Oh, I think it's too late. It's going to be purple. And then I'm just going to set this aside, and hopefully I won't spill it on my pants or anything else. This is a messy but fun technique. And then I'm just going to take the heat tool, and dry them off a little bit. And the next thing we're doing is we're going to stamp them. So I'll just give these a quick little blow dry. It's pretty hard to stamp on them when they're wet. This is my Stampin'Up embossing gun. You know what I usually use is I have just bought a clipboard, covered it with foil. And whenever I emboss, I simply put all my images on here. And that way it doesn't ruin my desk and I'm not burning anything because the tin foil is perfect. You can't burn tin foil. Make sure that's dry. Okay, I think that's good. And now what I'm doing is taking my favorite stamp from the Gorgeous Grunge stamp set. If you don't own this, everybody needs this stamp. It's great for, if you don't want to do real splatters, it makes fake splatters. Not fat splatters, fake splatters. And this is my Versamark ink pad. You can see I need it replaced. But that's okay, I have about 4 of them. This is my messy one. And all I'm doing is stamping right onto my leaves. Probably should move it over here to stamp. And then I'm just going to take some gold embossing powder, sprinkle it over my leaves. And this little folder, this little thing I'm using, call it my embossing powder catcher. I bought it at a dollar store years ago. I also have some Stampin' Up! Ones as well that we do not sell anymore. Sometimes you get lucky, find them on the clearance rack. But they're just very handy to have around. If you don't have this, you can fold a piece of paper in half to catch your embossing powder. But you can kind of see the gold on there, and then I'm just going to heat it with my heat tool. And I usually clip it into place on my board so I don't burn my fingers, but you won't be able to see it in the video, so I'll take my chances. What's a burnt finger when you can make a perfect card? It's well worth the pain. This little guy's giving me grief. Okay. Make sure I got all of this embossed. Okay, what do you think? Can you see the embossing on the gold? Anyway, that's how you make super cool leaves. And you can use a combination of different colors. And then all I did, I pre-prepped my card base. This is just Blackberry Bliss folded in half. It's just 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. And then I took 4-inch by 5.25 inch Whisper White cardstock, and I punched the corners with the new Curvy Corner Trio punch. And the burlap ribbon I used was a bit wide, so I just actually cut it into 3 pieces and then cut a little piece just to make a little tie. So this just shows you that when you have the wide ribbon, you can actually cut it down and get a different look on your card. Okay, and next I am just going to use dimensionals to pop up my leaves on my card. And I've already pre-stamped my greeting, so grateful for you. And that is it. I don't want my video to run too long, so I hope you will try this technique. It is lots and lots of fun. Happy stamping!